The two-week-long unilateral ceasefire took effect at 12:01 a.m. of December 23 and will last until January 7, 2020. Malacanang said the truce shows the government's sincerity in its bid to revive stalled peace talks with the rebels. Here's the report. As ordered by President Rodrigo Duterte, a unilateral and reciprocal ceasefire is now being implemented in the country between the government and the coalition of the Communist Party of the Philippines, the New People's Army, and the National Democratic Front. It has taken effect starting today until January 7, 2020. At the same time, the chief executive has also ordered the reconstitution of the government of the Republic of the Philippines negotiating panel, naming Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea among its members. According to presidential spokesperson Salvador Panelo, this move aims to show the seriousness and commitment of the government to attain a lasting peace among the citizenry of our country through a possible resumption of peace talks.
This grant is precisely to generate an atmosphere that will lead to preliminary talks and then formal talks for a peaceful negotiation on the present conflict between the two sides. And we hope that this will pave the way for a lasting peace in this country.
Meanwhile, to those who are worried about the sincerity of the communist groups, given the attacks recently attributed to them, the palace assures that the government forces are always ready for any possibility.
The communist rebels will always want this government to fall. That is precisely the purpose by which this organization has been conceived from the very beginning. The president doesn't want more bloodshed of our own fellow Filipinos. We want it stopped. It's about time. Any attack on their part will destroy the presumption of sincerity from this particular group.
In a separate statement, Communications Secretary Martin Andanar said they are hoping this ceasefire will allow everyone to enjoy a period of peace and goodwill throughout the Yuletide season that is free from any form of violence. Earlier, even before the Malacanang's declaration, the CPP-NDF was the first to announce ceasefire, ordering all units of the NPA and the People's Militia to cease and desist from carrying out offensive operations against the government forces. Meleles Moras for The Nation.
Beyond the headlines,
it's news with a different perspective.
Before the day ends,
for events that shape our views and impacts the world around us.
We keep you up to speed.
With Richmond Cruz and Charms Espina, PTV News Headlines, your comprehensive nightly news source, only here.